Board. All right. Good morning, KW South Bay. How's everyone doing today? Everyone recovering from Cinco de Mayo? I know we had a great event here on Tuesday, and the margaritas got me. So after one sip, I was like, that's it, I'm done. Well, maybe one and a half, one and a half. Yeah, so it was a great event. All right, so we are in May already. May. Can't believe this year is going super quick. So with that, let's go ahead and get started with our team meeting. Make sure to please silence your phones. Silence your phones for the integrity and the respect of your colleagues. All right, let's continue. Next slide. All right, our mission, our belief, and our vision. Our mission: to provide agents with a place where they will be empowered, trained, motivated, experienced with growth, wealth, and a legacy that allows them to live the best life possible. Our beliefs: when the values of your own company align with your own beliefs, you know you found your professional home. And our vision: to achieve amazing professional and personal development so that KW South Bay remains the agency of choice. Absolutely. Why do you think we echo this all the time? Because of what? Absolutely. It's just a reminder. The importance of, who you align yourself with and the culture that we have with the office. And before we continue, I wanted to introduce you Amanda Beams. She is with Keller Williams, Fort Worth, Texas. Yeah, so she's here. Let's give her a round of applause. Yeah, come on up. How are you? So this is the beautiful thing about, Keller Williams is the amazing agents, not just with California or local region, but even people from out of state. So she came up to meet with family, but she also wanted to provide us with some great stuff that she's going to be teaching out here next month, right?
Yeah, next month.
Yeah, so take it away.
Well, I wanted to share with all of you guys the opportunity that your clients have to invest in Texas. So I'm sure you guys are hearing here. I know in Texas we're hearing all these California people are coming, and I'm one of them. I was born in Torrance, but I moved like 30 years ago. But we're hearing that in Texas, and you may be hearing that here too. But it doesn't necessarily have to mean like clients are going and moving there to live. There's a huge opportunity for investing in Texas, and I think it's great for you guys to be able to add value to your clients to know about it. And so I want to come back and teach a class on like basically DSCR loans, like that's
Yeah.
Debt service, yeah. Anyway, those loans that your clients are able to get those qualifying not on their income, but on the income producing potential of the rental. So my aunt, she lives here in Los Alamitos. She's already bought 8 properties out there in Texas, and she was able to retire because of the income she's getting from 8 properties. And to give you guys a little example, I bought one last year, bought a house for $195,000 in Fort Worth, which is like shocking to you guys, and it's livable. Like in Texas, that's a home that it was already used as a rental. And my mortgage on that house is about $1,500 a month with taxes, insurance, everything. And we are getting $2,700 a month rent. Yeah, so this is a huge opportunity. Yeah. And we're able to connect, like all of us are KW agents. So it's something where, I mean, you guys have earning capability here too, to reach out to your clients. Like maybe some of your clients from your sphere aren't trying to buy or sell right now their personal home. This could be a conversation opportunity where you reach out and say, hey, I just learned about investing in Texas. Love to share some things with you. Ever thought about it? Like my aunt is just a regular lady that, she did school photos and she was never some big investor, and now she owns 8 properties in Texas. So I'm going to share with you guys just single family residences, information about that, multifamily. That's a huge opportunity there too. Like I just had a California client purchase a 4-plex, and we're getting that rented out. It didn't take much to get it ready, and now he's making income. So I don't remember exactly. I think that one was about like 400,000. It wasn't a ton compared to what your prices are here.
See, the beautiful thing about the state of Texas, if you're not aware, here, multifamily, you got high price points, very low rental income. There, you have low price points, but high rent income, right? So your cap rate is a lot better over there. So that's kind of the beautiful thing in the dynamics
Yeah.
of purchasing investment portfolios outside of California. Rosie.
I'm gonna actually be teaching that too. So I've got a great property manager in Texas that my whole family uses and all of my clients use, and he is with KW. So you'd be able to offer to your clients after, I'm gonna come back in June and I'm gonna share everything with you guys, but I've got great lenders, property managers. I have 2 different KW property managers that you guys can share. And where I'm from, it's not just Fort Worth. We call it a metroplex. We actually made that term up. Texans did. That's what we call the Dallas-Fort Worth area. So we're here. I don't really know exactly how it is here, but I don't know if you guys stay more in this region versus like Los Angeles, like downtown Los Angeles. But there in Texas, agents, we kind of go all over Dallas and Fort Worth. So even though I office in Fort Worth, I go almost a 2-hour radius because we have a lot more land.
Yeah.
Like there's a big span of like where we go. So across Dallas Fort Worth, there's a lot of opportunity, and I'm going to share all that with you guys. Property managers that are in Dallas or Fort Worth side, and a loan officer that does great. You guys would be really impressed to work with him, and he can help your clients out. And then also one last thing that I'll get into more in the class is just how much more landlord friendly Texas is. My aunt first bought an apartment complex here, and it was a nightmare because she bought it and she didn't know that she could only raise the rent a certain percent each year. In Texas, you can buy it and crank it up. It's not the best for renters, but it is more friendly for your landlord. So if your clients are looking to invest, our eviction laws are more friendly toward the landlord.
Love that.
Yeah, so it's like it's not going to drag out for a year if you have to evict somebody when you buy a property, things like that. But we'll get more into it. I would love for you guys to come. I'm going to bring lunch for everybody in June when I come. So I would love for you guys to come, have lunch with me, and let's learn about investing.
We haven't yet put it. We're going to get all of the information and obviously post it on our.
It's June.
Yeah.
It is going to be June. Are you got when are you leaving in June?
But we're going to record it too, Rosie. So it'll be recorded as well.
Mid-June. So it's possibly we're thinking it'll be like the 16th, the week of the 16th. We'll see. Sadly, I am coming back for a funeral, so my family will tell me later today when that is. And anyway, but my aunt lived a beautiful life, so we're going to celebrate her. But I also want to take the opportunity to connect with you guys and add value to my KW family.
I love it. Awesome. All right. Thank you, Amanda. Appreciate it. Just a couple things that it just resonated with me, what she was sharing. The beautiful thing is you can, as a KW agent, go out of state and go meet, so let's say you're in Cincinnati, Ohio. Let's say you're in Miami, Florida, right? And there's a KW, go in there and introduce yourself. Go to the office, speak with the team leader, the broker, leadership, and get a feel for it. And maybe, start exchanging business. Hey, I'm a California real estate professional. If you have any clients that are relocating from here to California, I would love to be that person, right? Just like she did. She just called us, I believe on Monday, set an appointment that she wanted to come in to talk. She didn't know about the team meeting. I just invited her because it was kind of an opportunity for her to, kind of pitch her class, right? And the beautiful thing is, California is notorious right now. It's not landlord friendly, right? And now, I don't know if you heard, you got to wait 2 months before a tenant is behind on their rent before you can start the eviction process. How about that? Isn't that's
Crazy.
So for the small mom and pop investors, it's just not ideal. So Texas is an ideal place to invest. So she'll be back teaching the class, and she'll provide you with some good stuff as well. All right, let's continue. Next slide. All right, just a friendly reminder, the support team, all of the leadership here is your support. So if you have any questions or you need guidance, these are the individuals that will help you. Next slide. All right, this is really, really exciting for me, okay? So one, We're not going to have a team meeting next Thursday. Why? Yes, thank goodness. Yes. We are having our official Red Day. So it's going to be at Wilson Park. There's going to be another slide on it. But also, we're going back to our regular team meeting schedule that we've had forever. So we're going back to Wednesdays at 12 p.m. Okay, so we're going to have our last event. No, this will be our last one, right now, Nat? Yeah, this will be our last one. And next week, we're not going to have a team meeting. And then the following, it's going to be Wednesday, 12 p.m. Okay. So no Wednesday, no 10:30. Thursdays at 10:30, but at Wednesdays at 12 next the following week. Okay. Any questions? Well, yeah. I mean, the participation wasn't like we thought. We thought that if we align it with the broker tour, we're going to see more engagement. We gave it a shot. We did 90 days, and it just doesn't feel that Thursdays was working. And we got a lot of feedback too, as well, guys. We got that Thursdays just didn't align. Wednesdays were ideal. So, hey, we're listening to our agents, and we're going to push it back to Wednesdays at 12 p.m. Okay. So those are the two big announcements. Next slide. We're going to touch on Red Day. So again, May 14, 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Wilson Park. Everyone know where Wilson Park is? Yeah, right off of Crenshaw. We're going to be on the back side, not the front where the softball fields are at. So I believe we're also going to have directionals. If anyone is going on Crenshaw, it's going to be on the back side of the park. You know, most of you have experience Red Day, so you know exactly it's going to be at the same location. Okay, we're going to have fun. It's going to be super, super exciting. So, all right, let's continue. Next slide. Also, want to introduce the newest agents. Is any of the agents on this list here? No one's here. Okay, so they're already out there doing their magic, right? So I want to introduce Maribel, Leah, and Nichelle. So let's give them a round of applause. Yeah, love it. You know, the company is growing. We're bringing in amazing agents. We're keeping Nina very, very busy, you know, so that's what she said. That's for sure, you know, but it's always great to see new faces to the office. So welcome these amazing agents. All right. Happy birthday to all of the May agents. If your name is up here, stand up, please. Are you a May birthday? Any of you? Come on, yeah! Happy birthday! When is your birthday? May 17th, okay? Well, the beautiful thing is your whole month is your birthday, okay? That's what anyone else? All right, starting next month, every month we're going to have a cake, so that way we can share the wishes with all of the and my birthday is next month, by the way, June. So I'm just letting you know. All right, let's continue. Next slide, please. All right, these are all of the KW anniversary agents. Grateful to be in business. Great list. I was just talking to Josh. So Josh Cohen. I was also talking to Nina, who's on this. Not your Nina here, not our PC Nina, but Fuji about you know, a real estate transaction. So KW, the KW anniversary. It's you know, when you join the company, you know, and the importance of, you know, capping with the company. This is the date that we use as your anniversary date. So let's say that you join the month of May. So June would actually be your starting date for a 12-month consecutive of your cap. So let's give all of the anniversaries a round of applause. Amazing. Big list. Very big list. All right, let's continue. All right, Mother's Day mimosas. Friday, May Eve. Okay, who's excited? I'm excited. I love Mother's Day. Yes, I want my mimosas. All right, so if you wanna enjoy the celebration with us, it'll be this Friday, the 8th, from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Toasting the beautiful moms in our lives. Right? Yes. Yes. Yes, dog moms. That's right. Yes, that's right. All mommies. Yeah, pets are like our kids. Trust me, I know. But this Friday, please join us. All right, let's continue. Can't believe Mother's Day. It's already Sunday. All right, let's get Rose with Moore's property inspections and also for providing us with breakfast as well. So thank you very much. There you go.
Good morning, everybody. Before I start my spiel, I do want to let you know we'll have a business card raffle for $20 to Target. So if you want to get your business card ready, I'll come grab those at the end of my spiel. But for those of you who don't know me, my name is Rose. I'm the general manager of the South Bay Morrison Plus Properties Inspection franchise. A little bit about us. We are a full service home inspection company. So we offer a variety of services, including your general home inspection, sewer, chimney, thermal imaging, and drones. So regardless of the size of the property, whether it's residential or commercial, we can take care of you. Another great thing about our services is that your reports are always done the same day. You're never waiting around, chasing your inspector. He will have it ready by the end of the day. And the last thing that I do want to mention is that we have a standard of practice. We both adhere to our corporate standards of practice and American Society of Home Inspectors. So you can feel confident and your client can also feel confident about the information that you're receiving. So
What are the services that you provide? The home inspection,
Mhm.
general home inspection?
Yes.
Sewer?
Mhm.
Termite?
we do not do termite at this time.
Foundation?
Foundation, we do a general inspection. For anything that would be like a specialist issue, then we will always recommend calling in a foundation specialist. Roof is included. Yep.
Good information to know. Yes, Rosie.
Schedule is a free inspection, home inspection, then, video, whatever, and they do it at the same day.
Yes. Typically, we can schedule all of your services at the same time. So you're not there for an extended period of time. You'll just be there for the general home inspection. With that said, you don't even necessarily have to be there for the entire home inspection. You're always welcome to if you want, and so is your client. What I always recommend is being present towards the end of the inspection, last 30 minutes or so. Nick will give an overview of what he found, what's important, what is also important, but you can kind of hold off on. And so your client can have a good feel for what Nick found. Yes,
You
sir.
have quotes too, or you don't provide that?
We do provide a quote. Condos and single families will start at 400 and single family homes will start at 450. It will vary depending on the age and the features of the home. For example, larger homes or homes with a clay tile roof, we will need special equipment to access that and give it a proper inspection. So you will see a price increase there.
And then quotes on repairs, you don't do that?
We do have a repair pricer quote. Thank you for asking. So we have an additional service, $80. We have a real person go through all of the inspection report, everything that's found, and they will give you an estimate for that zip code. Like for the roof, you'll see a range of X to Y amount. This is what we see that's normal in this zip code, and so on. Of course. Yes.
Ms. Vernice.
Just like to say, ever since I've had my real estate license, I've always used Morrison for my home inspectors. They go all over California,
Mhm.
and I've always got my reports within 24 hours. They do a great job, and they don't mind the client being there asking all kinds of questions.
Absolutely. Thank you. I'm so thrilled to hear that.
Beautiful.
Any other
Anyone else?
questions? Okay, with that said, I am going to do the gift card raffle. I'll give this back to you, Simon.
Sure. Thank you.
Does anybody else want to enter before?
Last second. Anyone else? You got someone behind you too, Rose.
Thank you.
All right, who's going to be the lucky winner?
China.
Oh.
Right off the market.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Round of applause, please. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, so our next team meeting, lunchtime, back to 12 o'clock. All right, let's continue. Next slide, please. All right, listing pitches, buyers' needs and wants. Anyone want to pitch? New listing coming soon. Any price reductions? Yes, Nina.
Have a listing condo coming up next week. It's a 1 bedroom, 1 bath. HOA is about 600. I'm still trying to verify. I'm sorry, blanking out. I also have 3 buyers that I'm working with, investment property, multi-unit up to $2 million. And then I have another family looking for at least a 3 bedroom, 2 bath house anywhere in Gardena, Carson, Torrance, Harbor City, or Lomita. And I can do up to 850. And then I have another buyer that can do up to $1,000,001. He's looking for move-in ready with some sort of ADU or like a studio type of thing, because apparently he has a maid. I don't even know that was the thing still, but so if you have anything that meets those criteria, please let me know.
Awesome. Thanks, Nina. Anyone else? Yes, sir.
Yeah. I have 2 properties that I'm fixing in close to downtown Los Angeles, 15 minutes to downtown Los Angeles, 15 minutes to SoFi. These are gutted out, totally remodeled homes. Just about everything is brand new. 2 of them are coming up. If anybody's got anybody around that area, it will be coming up in about a month. Probably about 5 weeks. We're gonna be ready to go on the market.
Price.
One is about, we're gonna be about 1.2, and the other one is about 1.4. 3 bedroom, 2 bath. The 1.1 or 1.2 would be, it's about 1,400. The other one's about 1,700 square feet, but they're totally modern, everything brand new. Thank you.
Awesome. Good. Anyone else? Yes, Sammy, come up here so we can hear you on Zoom, please. Say again?
About listing with King of the Hill.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we have a first practice for the King of the Hill softball tournament that's taking place on June 12th. And the first practice is next Tuesday.
Remember, we got to be champions again. So we won last year. So
Yeah,
we're getting
so-
ready. We need the signups for this year's tournament.
Yeah.
They're going to be taking this trophy this month back to the association. So I would encourage you, we need females to participate. You do need a practice in order to qualify to play in the King of the Hill.
Yes.
So Sammy and Brian and Andrew are kind of spearheading the team, and we want to take this back once again.
Yes, we sure do. So yeah, if anybody want to try to see if you want to play, I guess. Yes.
I set up.
Beautiful.
Oh, great.
Awesome.
Yeah, come to the practice next Tuesday at 5:30. It's going to be at Lago Seco Park across the street from here. And yeah, anybody welcome to see. Yes, it will do. Yeah.
Awesome.
Thank you, guys.
All right. Beautiful. Let's do it. Let's win it again. I want it back. You know, it took me so many years and we were this close, but yet so far. And then last year we finally won. So I want to keep it. So let's win it once again. Because I know our next door neighbors, they're coming after us. I know it. I know it. So we're not going to give it to them. All right, let's continue. Next slide, please. Let's get up Nina. She actually went up to Sacramento as part of the California Association of Realtors and our local association as well. So let's give her a round of applause for bringing some stuff back to us. So, and this is important stuff that as real estate agents, we should know. So, Nina, thank you. Thank you for doing this.
Let's start with the fun stuff first. Can you show the pictures, please? It's a lot of business, but there was some fun stuff. So this is our local assembly member Al Marsucci. We actually got to meet with him. We were discussing some of the bills that we were supporting, and we're asking him to endorse those bills so that he could push it through. And then I don't know if you can click on the video, but he invited a few of us to go and listen to some of the hearings from the bills. And I had the opportunity to speak on behalf of one of them where it was giving us the local control over if there was an issue with the development, because the state requires us to develop a certain amount of units of new housing for each city. And if there's an issue, the city can say, well, we're just going to bring in developers and they're going to do whatever they want, right? But he was asking that we let us have the opportunity to remedy whatever the situation is before it goes to the developer, so that we have more local control of what kind of stuff is being developed in our own communities. Unfortunately, it didn't pass because they wanted some amendments that they didn't give him enough time to do in a week. So I think he's going to put it back on the table, or on the floor, I should say, again. When, I don't know, but he is trying to fight for us here because we do run into a lot of those problems with the development. So,
And that's the state capitol building right there, right?
yeah, that's the state capitol. So that was pretty awesome that he invited some of us to go there. Next picture. So this is our region. We're Region 21. So it's Inglewood Board of Realtors, South Bay Association of Realtors, and PV. These are the people that represent your region. We were there with the Almar Sushi.
There's Nina.
Yeah, there I am.
I know.
Barely there. So it was great just being there and being able to network with a lot of the agents in the Capitol. Next one. So hot bills. I think most of you got them, the handouts. If you don't, I do have a few here. I think this is important that you know what is going to be out either in June or in November for voting, because these are things. Yeah.
Help you.
Oh, okay. These are things that not only will affect us in our industry, but also our clients. So please read up on them. A couple of the ones that I want to mention are AB 1850, the wholesaling licensing, which requires individuals to engage in who are engaging in wholesale licensing to have their actual real estate license, because they're practicing like if they're realtors, like they're doing contracts, they're reaching out to sellers. So we want them to have the same standards as agents, because all the times, that nobody is really keeping track of what they're doing, and sellers are the ones that are paying for it because they sell their house a lot less than what they could have gotten a little bit more, right? So that's one that's in support for this bill. And the other one is the Homeowners Association Standard of Care. That's SB 1238. So that one is going to pretty much establish a clear standard of care for HOA managers and management companies. Because right now, without this, HOAs can use the money from the HOAs to fight against the whoever the landlords are, if they've like some sort of like law complaint that they don't like something about the HOA, and that shouldn't be the case because that's money that's from the people that are living there. So that one's really important. We're in support of those changes. And then the other one I wanted to mention is AB 1406, which is in the back, the disbursement of deposits. There's a bill that they wanted to increase the liquidated damages to 6%. And we're like, no, it can't be 6%. And they want to be able to keep all the deposits. So instead of just the 3%. So with this bill, we're opposing it, that we don't want it to increase to 6%, and we don't want them to keep all the deposit, because remember, they could put down 10%, and right now liquidated damages is limited to 3%. But if this bill passes, they can keep the whole 10%, but eventually, and we don't want that. So read up on that. And a couple of things that were passed from the committees with CAR that I think are important with the MLS rules, the seller concessions. I know here in the South Bay with our MLS, we can see the concessions that certain, people were given to, including, for repairs or closing costs, but not all MLSs have that transparency. So we put a bill, not a bill, but like we put it on the floor and it passed that now all MLSs in California are going to have those things on there. So you can see, and the purpose behind it is because we want to make sure that when we're doing those CMAs, we take that into consideration for the value of the property. Because let's say if you sold a house at 1.2, but the seller gave concessions at 100,000, it really didn't sell at 1.2. It sold at 1.1 because the buyer wouldn't have bought it at that if they wouldn't have gone in those concessions. So those concessions are important for the valuation of the property. The next thing that is important for us are the listing photos. So the way that it is right now, If you don't want them to show up in syndication after it closes, you have to remove them. Otherwise, if they stay on Redfin or Zillow, and then the new owner has to call. Now it's going to change. Now everything stays there. So that, again, the appraisers and us, we can do our evaluation. But now after it closes, only the main photo is going to be syndicated to the major sites, which is great because they have
So the photo is gonna be.
only in the MLS. So as long as you have access to the MLS, you will be able to see all the interior, so that way you can do your evaluation and the appraisers can do their evaluation and they can compare property to property. No, only the front one, which is good because for security reasons, most of them don't want, the inside of their house to be out there indefinitely. So that's good. Yes, they will stay in the
It
MLS.
won't stay in Redfin or Zillow.
Exactly.
That's automatic.
That's I don't know when it's gonna roll out, but it has been passed. So probably a few months that before that it's in effect, but it got passed. And then let's see, what's the one? HOA disclosures. So legislative update. So homeowners, they vote before HOA ensures the property, addressing concerns that inadequate coverage could occur without owner's knowledge. So now HOAs have to disclose if they're not going to fully, insure the property, because a lot of times they don't disclose that, and then it kills the deal, right? So now they have to disclose that up front. So there's a lot of great things. And then the last one I wanted to say is the IDX display of coming soon listings. So right now we are able to have our coming soon listing up. Everybody else is not, but that is going to change. So when, I don't know. Now all the coming soons will be able to be syndicated to all the major sites. Again, I don't know when, but it did get passed. So
Can you be a little bit more specific on that? I'm not sure what you mean by that.
So the coming soon listings, right now, most of them, when they're on coming soon, it can only be visible in the MLS, agent to agent. But it was put on the floor and it got approved by CAR committees that the coming soon listings can now be visible to everybody on all the major sites.
Okay.
Isn't that what Zillow is doing already?
Only with KW, but now it's going to be everybody. Yeah. Any questions? Read up on those bills, the ones that we support and we don't support, because again, this is something that's going to be on the ballot, and it's important that you know how CAR stands, because at the end of the day, our number one priority is our consumers, and then secondly, our members. So it's important that we know how to vote when it comes to those items. Yeah. All right. Well, that's it.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Anina. Great information. And she was up in Sacramento the whole, 4 or 5 days, the whole week? Yeah, brutal. Yeah. So, but yeah, I think it's very important for all of us to be educated on all the stuff that is happening up in Sacramento, because it, like she said, it impacts us as real estate professionals, but it also impacts your clients, your consumers as well. So thank you again, Nina, for providing us with some valuable information. So, all right, let's continue with Mr. Chris Rivera. Coming up. Yeah, we can give him a round of applause, too. Why not? He's awesome. He's awesome. How you doing, Chris?
I figured you guys were gonna wait until I got in the room before you do the applause. But anyway, I wanted to say that rates have pretty much been consistently in the low sixes for conforming high balance. They haven't really moved. We see a little bit better pricing one day, then worse pricing the next day. But overall, over the last 2+ weeks, they really haven't moved too much. There's a lot of angst because of the conflict that's happening in Iran. Once that is over, hopefully within a month or two, we'll start seeing rates slide again. But there's really no big pressure to push them up or down. I mean, the administration, I think, wants to keep them right where they're at now. But they're still in great territories. They're still in low sixes. The rate shouldn't be the reason why people shouldn't want to buy. I know people still say that, but rates are at great territories. They truly are. I mean, if you look at them historically, anything in the low sixes has actually been a good interest rate for the market. So that's where we're at right now. So I don't see that really changing too much. I was talking to a colleague the other day, and I told him that I was going to say in this meeting, and so I'm going to tell you now, I think rates are going to go up because it seems like I'm always wrong. So whatever I say is going to be the opposite. So rates are going up, right? So you heard it from me. So right now, so that's my jinx on the market, right? Okay, so Natalie, go ahead and go to the next slide. This is something that we started to do for some of the agents in the office, and we wanted to perfect it before we got it out to the marketplace. But I know you guys really work hard, not only during the week when you guys are doing your calls out and trying to get leads and stuff, but also you guys are holding open houses on the weekends. You guys are doing this 7 days a week, and I totally get it, right? So I wanted to create a tool for you guys that when you guys go out there and do your open houses, so that you have something to actually talk to your clients or potential clients about when they walk through the door. A lot of times people already have an agent that they're working with, right? And then you're probably not going to give them too much attention when they walk through the doors. But there's a certain amount of people that come through that don't have any representation, right? And those are the people you kind of want to talk to. So this is a form, it's an open house flyer that you can just break the ice with people, right? I mean, you don't want to go directly into what you can do for them. I mean, this gives you the segue of being able to show them, hey, this is what the payment looks like, the cash to close on this property. That's actually what people want when they walk through. They do want to walk through the property and take a look at it, right? First off. But secondly, based on that price point, the biggest two questions people will have is what is my monthly payment and what's my cash to close, right? Can I afford this? And do I have the money to actually buy this? And this form actually shows them both of those things. Very simplistic, right? We just show them what the sale price is. They got the address. We'll put 2 pictures up there for you so that you can, when they take it with them, they remember the property. Usually it's going to be what the house looked like in the front, but we're going to break down 2 programs based on the sale price of the property. This one happens to be $795. It was in Gardena, so it's ripe for FHA and low down for conventional. So we just put 2 loan programs in there. We have conventional financing at 5%, shown what the payment will look like based on the interest rate, and then the cash to close, just down payment, closing cost, and now they know exactly what they need, right? This is for conventional. The other side will be FHA. Again, we base this based on the sale price. If you're holding an open house that's at 1.5 or 1.8, of course, we're not going to be able to go FHA for that. So we'll alter it. We'll do 20% down conventional. Maybe we'll show them an ARM product on it. But it's something that you can actually then talk to that potential client and talk to them about the payments and cash to close. And then you can go into, oh, by the way, this is what I do for my clients. Now you just had that nice segue into now you can pitch what you guys do. So we can prepare these for you. We just ask that you give us kind of a heads
You had a
up.
little heart.
Oh,
I saw a little heart come out.
I saw something move up. I didn't know what it was. Nice. Thank you for the heart. So if you want one of these, just, email me or text me. We can prepare these for you. We'll send them out to you. I mean, we can print them for you if you guys need them. But the whole thing is just give us a little heads up. Don't call. Well, we'd like at least a day in advance. I mean, you guys know that you're holding an open house on Saturday or Sunday, right? Just don't come to us on Friday at 3 p.m. and say, oh my God, I'm doing an open house. Can you do this flyer for me, right? We may be able to get it done, but we might not be able to. But if you give us a day leeway, absolutely, we can get this done for you. But I think it's a great tool for you guys just to have it out there. It's very invasive to the potential person who's coming in, and it's great intel for them. And it just gives you that ability to then talk about the next steps. And, oh, by the way, this is what I do for my clients, right? So hopefully you guys will take advantage of this, get it back to us, and hit me up either an email or a text, and I will get it out for you. All right, guys.
You get the address of the property.
Yeah. So once you order it from us, all I need is the address from it. I'll pick up the photos from the, I can just go online. You Google it. You Google the address. We can go to Zillow or MLS or wherever, and I'll pull the pictures. And then we'll prepare it for you. We'll get it out for you. And you guys will have it for your open house. Okay.
Awesome.
All right, guys.
All right. Thanks, Chris. Appreciate it. Yeah, you get double whammy. All right, before I do, thank you. I thought it was going to be stats, so thank you. This is good. So I wanted to give you a kind of a team meeting or team leader minute. So I want to get the pulse. I want to get the pulse of what you're feeling right now. So what do you think buyers are afraid right now? What do you think buyers are afraid right now? Anyone?
Interest rates.
Interest rates. Okay, good. What else?
High payments.
High payments, good, okay. What else? Think about that question. What are buyers afraid right now? Property prices are expensive. Okay, good. Okay. Tell me more. Crash, okay. Is that what you're hearing? Okay. What else? What else are you hearing from consumers, buyers? I'm curious, so that way we can engage in this conversation because I think it's very important to share these thoughts of what you're hearing out there. Yes, Ms. Bernice. The insurance, yes. You know, it's so funny. I check the MLS on a frequent basis, and do you know that condos and townhomes with HOAs have dipped down? There's less sales on that. What do you think? HOA and insurance. Yeah. So how do you educate your clients navigating those conversations, right? I think it's vital and important because a lot of condos, guess what's happening? They're staying longer on the market, yes, but they're also canceling because they're not getting insured. The banks will not be able to insure, right? So that's what we're feeling the pressure. So good. What about sellers, guys? What are you feeling with sellers right now? What are sellers fearing right now? Anyone? Too much inventory? Okay. Is that what you're seeing right now? Because we're going to talk about stats in a little bit too as well.
I don't know if it's so much of a fear, but I feel like a lot of sellers have this expectation of pricing that was a year ago, and they don't want to make those adjustments.
Okay. Yeah. You know, they want the highest possible, right? With the least amount of headaches to net them the most, right? Because if you really think about the buyers, right, they don't want to overpay for a property, right? But what about job security? Okay. Yeah, it may or may not be a situation. I've seen situations and I hear agents is, you know, they want to buy, but they're afraid that they may lose their job. It's unstable right now. You know, we hear that quite often. How do you navigate those conversations? I think it's very important. Going back to sellers, what else are you hearing?
Some of the sellers, they don't want to deal with the tenants.
Okay. So they're delinquishing their properties because they don't want to deal with tenants, right? Yeah, and you know, California is tenant friendly. I'm just going to say for what it is, face value. Yeah, tenants definitely have the upper advantage. As I mentioned earlier, right now, you cannot evict someone until they're 2 months behind on their mortgage or their rent. Yeah, for a small mom and pop, that's significant, right? Yeah, so we see a lot of properties hit the market as well. What other questions are you hearing from a seller's point of view? Yes,
Yeah,
Salvador.
I've been helping some of my mentees setting offers. We get a counter back saying that no repairs, no concessions, and they just don't want to do anything.
Right, okay.
And, you know, it's like, you know, we we have gone to the point to request for repairs, and they said nothing.
Yeah,
No termite.
gotcha.
They want to help.
Got it. You know what I'm hearing? If I sell my property, where's my next home? What if I cannot find a replacement property? Then what happens? I have such a low tax base, right? And if I buy another property that's a lot higher, my property taxes may go up too, right? Knowing how to handle those objections, ladies and gentlemen, right? Oh, my property may stay on the market too long. What else, guys? What else are you hearing? Yes, Salvador.
They've been having, a lot of them, they have very low interest rate and they don't want to take a chance and buying a new one and going out.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm one of them. I have a very low interest rate. Very low interest rate. I think it's 2.5%. I ain't touching that baby. I am not touching that. But it's tenant occupied now. but I took advantage of it when I bought it back 6 years ago and just let it be. So yeah, now I see a balance where interest and principal is kind of the equal. Where in the beginning, for the first 5 to 8 years, you're paying more interest than you are principal, right? So that's the beautiful thing, So a lot of sellers are like, why would I sell my property that I have a very low interest rate, right? Well, circumstances, but you also have to be a good listener, right? Gotta get the engagement going because people will buy, people will sell, people will invest, people will develop, right? So you have to know how to tackle on those opportunities. And it really takes the importance of you out there having these conversations, right? Because once you know how to handle those objections, it's an easier transition for them to sign these agreements, right? How many want more listings? All of you should be raising your hands, right? Because the agents that control the listing control the market, right? Steve, you've been in this industry for how long now?
A long while, over 40 years, 42 years.
42 years. Andrew, how long have you been in real estate?
27.
27? Chump change, right? Yeah. He's still a newbie.
Exactly.
He's still a newbie. Yeah. 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 So, and I'm pushing 30 years. 30 years. Salvador, how long have you been in real estate? 13. Nina? 7. Have you seen different cycles throughout your career? Right? Yeah. Yeah, there's the ups, there's the downs. And I've been, I think, through 3 or 4 major cycles when I started my career. The big one was back in 2008, okay, where most of you were not even licensed. Heck, maybe some of you were not even born yet. Just kidding, just kidding. Am I aging myself? So what is the one thing that is very important for all of us to really have as part of our arsenal tool? What's the one thing, guys, think that you need to have as part of your arsenal?
Education.
Okay, other than education. I know education is part of it, but a tool that you need to survive real estate. Okay, MLS, but no, it's not the MLS. No. Come on, guys, think a little bit.
Information data.
Okay. Yes, but no. You know what it is? Skills. Skills. You need to have the skills, ladies and gentlemen, to do this. Real estate is simple, but not easy. I want to repeat it. Real estate is simple, but not easy. Okay. 3 principles that you must understand. No contracts, no negotiations, and no objection handlers. Those are the 3 that are going to give you the necessary skills to understand and survive this industry. Without those, it's going to be very difficult. I'm going to share something too with you, and I want to be brutally honest with you because I think it's important, right? Not that I like to say it because I want all of you to succeed, but the truth of the matter, people that get into the industry within 24 months are out of the industry. Fact. Fact. So how do we change that? What do we need to do to get you to that finish line, right? Where you're now a successful real estate entrepreneur with 5 years, 10 years, 40 years, 27 years, 13 years in the industry. Skills. Okay? Skills. And it's also important to take advantage of everything that your office provides, right? The support, right? Support is vital. Education, as you mentioned, is vital. Showing up is important as well. And I'm going to commit to myself to really push where I'm even thinking the people on Zoom, and there's about 25 people on Zoom, I'm going to have them show up to the office. That's 25 bodies that should be in the office. But we're not going to have Zoom anymore. It's a commitment, right? Because the more people that we're collaborating, the more exciting. We need to be movers and shakers. We need to be the #1 KW office in the region and in South Bay. And I know that we have it in this office, but I need your buy-in. I need your commitment. I need you to resonate this, that this is what you truly, truly want to do. And for a lot of us, this is the path. So I wanted to share just a quick team leader minute to really arm you the importance of why you do what you do. Make sense? Okay. All right. That's it. All right. Let's continue. Next slide, please. Market stats. Let's do this. Rapid fire. El Segundo. So El Segundo has 6 new listings, 27 active, 3 pendings, 7 closed, days on average 11. Your average price point is 2.1 and your medium is 1.7. Next slide. Manhattan Beach. Who wants to work Manhattan? It's too clicky.
Too much competition.
Yeah, too much competition. Yeah. All right. Well, if you do, and there's a couple agents that do have and pick up listings and buyers in Manhattan. 36, 72, 22, 37 closed deals. Your average sales price is $4 million. I just heard one of my friends. He just sold his property, 800 square feet, 800 square feet house, a 2-bedroom, 2-bath. He has a lot size of just shy of 7,000, I think 6,500 maybe. Guess how much he sold the property for?
What part of Manhattan be?
It's on this side of PCH.
So
Not closer.
East of
So
PCH.
east of PCH.
2.5.
Close. 2.8, almost 2.9. Manhattan. Land value alone.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Yeah, crazy. Next slide. All right, Hermosa, 22, 46, 11, 17 close. Your average sales price is 3.6 and your medium is 3 million. Next slide. Redondo Beach, 68 new listings, 159 active. Okay, so there's a lot of stuff happening in Redondo Beach. 40 pending, 61 closed. 2 million is your average and 1.550 is your medium. Next slide. Torrance, 94, 192, 65, 90. Your average sales price is 1,127,000. Your medium sales price is 1,060,000. Next slide. Lawndale. Okay, Lawndale is 15, 31, 4. Your average sales price, and this fluctuates for some reason. I don't know why Lawndale, it goes up and it goes down, it goes up and it goes down. It seems like every other month, something is shifting with Lawndale. So your average is 661 and your medium is 635. Next slide. Hawthorne, 31, 61, 20, 24. Average sales price 1.68. Excuse me, 1,068,000. And median price is 1,014,000. Next slide. Gardena, 49 new listings, 70 active, 18 pending, 28 closed. Your average days on market is 31. Your average sales price, 812. Medium sales price is 817. Lameda, 14, 29, 4-day pending. Your days on average is 998, and your medium sales price is 975. Next slide. Your average sales price in Carson is 827. Medium sales price is 837. 827 and 837. Next slide. Harbor City, 805 is your average. Your medium is 750. Next slide. Palos Verdes Estates, your average is 3.7. Your medium sales price is 3.450. Next slide. Rancho Palos Verdes, his average sales price is 1.7. Your medium is 1.746. Next slide. Rolling Hills Estate, average sales price is 2.164. Your medium sales price is 1,259. Next slide. San Pedro, or Pedro as many locals call it. Average sales price is 831. Medium sales price is 800. Why do we share the stats, folks? Why is this important?
Understanding trends.
Understanding trends. Thank you, sir. Yes. Kind of looking at what the trend is. If you happen to pick up a client and is saying, hey, I'm looking to buy somewhere in San Pedro, what's the price point there? What are you going to say? Yeah, on average, it's anywhere between 7 to 900,000, right? It's kind of an average, right? It's not set in stone, but it shows that you know the local market, right? And where do you get all of this information, folks? Yeah, the multiple listing service. Okay.
Also, what's important is
Yeah.
then when you're in negotiations, if you then know the direction and trajectory of where the market is going
That's right.
or heading, okay, you're now able to best advise your clients within negotiations.
That's right.
If you got a property that's been on the market, you represent a seller, and that property's been on for 60 days, and you finally get your first offer in, and you understand the stats, that the stats are moving in a downward trajectory, okay, you need to share that with your seller, because if in the event you give them false information or false hope, thinking that the market may be improving, okay, that their best interest would be served by, accepting the offer that's in hand, accepting the price that the buyer is willing to pay, as opposed to holding out, because next month they'd be wishing possibly being able to take the offer they now rejected today.
Yeah.
And it's our job is to educate them.
That's right.
Okay.
We're going to be teaching more on our team meetings, and I want more collaboration, but more so, utilizing, AI has revolutionized how we do business. And not that I do it on a very high level, I do it consistently, and it's helping me navigate a lot of stuff. And it makes it a lot more streamlined for you to also navigate. As long as you know how to give it prompts, I can promise you, it'll give you some good nuggets that you can share to your clients as well. So stay tuned for all that. All right. Next slide, please. So I'm going to be talking this Friday. Last week, if you were part of the contract class, we had basically a debate, and it was me and Steve Gottlieb here, and it was good because we got a lot of feedback. All of that Q&A back and forth was awesome. So I would encourage all of you, please participate. Look, I deal with a lot of conflicts, a lot of issues, a lot of litigations, a lot of mediations, and attorneys and lawsuits on a regular basis, right? Not that I want to be, but unfortunately, due to the role that I carry, I held responsibility to make sure that we diffuse, de-escalate the situation. So I'm going to talk about mediation for the consumers. If you're ever in a situation that we need to escalate it to a mediation, I'm going to show you kind of the process, where to go, how to register, and go through the motions of it. All right. So this Friday, May 8, 10:30. All right. Also, we have our Breakthrough 120. First week will be May 18, and we're super, super excited. So who wants to do 9 more deals in 120 days, right? So this is not for new agents, folks, okay? This is to get you in the direction that you need to get into production. So I encourage you all to sign up, okay? Top agents, mid-level agents, new agents will take advantage of it as well, okay? So please make sure to register for this event. Next slide. All right, you've heard Stephen Thompson, great individual that gives us really information on stats, on what the market, the trends, and all that. He will be hosting it here at the South Bay office on May 26th from 11 a.m. to 12:30. If you heard him last time, he had some great stuff to provide. Next slide. All right, and that concludes our team meeting. Thanks, everyone. All right. Matt, can we play some music.